So hello, it's me back again, Raoul Witherill from FlyPlymouth. We're speaking to you today from our FlyPlymouth office for the first time, which we've been here since January now, and funded by your good selves, those of you who supported us over the past year. Thank you very much. It's been an incredible resource for us. So what I wanted to do today was give you just a couple of minutes update and a sense of what's going on, because it's quite quiet in the news presently, as it should be. So hopefully this little video will give you a bit of an update. So what's happened since you last heard from us? Well, FlyPlymouth has produced its business plan for general aviation at Plymouth Airport, and that business plan has been submitted to the local authority together with evidence of funding, so they know that this is not only robust and deliverable, but it's also fully funded in the private sector and requires no local authority or national government funding to realise the City Council's policy of general aviation airport at Plymouth Airport. And we're working closely together with the planning authority and the council to make sure that all their questions are answered on that, and they're fully apprised. So that's been a great milestone for us. Secondly, we made a representation to the Regulation 19 consultation of the Joint Local Plan. That's a document that's now in the public domain, and it really sets the battle lines for how the examination in public will be fought out later on in the year when a planning inspector reviews all the evidence for Plymouth Airport being safeguarded for aviation use. So we've delivered those two very important milestones, and we're now working towards the examination in public to make sure that local authority policy that the airport should be safeguarded is upheld successfully. In terms of timetable then, the next things we're waiting for is we're waiting to find out who the planning inspector will be. We're looking forward to finding that out, and then subsequently we'll want to hear the timetable for exactly when the examination in public will happen. We don't know that date yet. Best indication we have is September, October at some point. Meanwhile, we continue to build the evidence to support the business plan and the business case, so that come the day of the examination in public, not only are we well represented, but also we have a compelling evidence-backed case to show. So when the examination in public happens, really this has been the culmination of 6 years' work. When Plymouth Airport closed, it was always available for sale, but the price was really driven by the hope value that it could be developed for housing. We've always taken the view, as the local authority now, that it should be an airport, and so we've sought to see the valuation corrected for airport aviation use only. Otherwise it would be impossible to operate as an airport if you paid housing land value for it. So getting the price right is what the whole planning process is all about, and the examination in public, if it succeeds in upholding local authority use, we believe that will result in the airport coming on the market as an airport, valued as an airport, and then a transaction can happen that means it can be reopened and recommissioned. So really that's the timetable going forward now. You won't hear much about this in the press locally, because it's a due process at play now, and that's as it should be, and come the examination in public, it will be a lot more news to be seen and heard. So what can supporters of FlyPlymouth and those who want to see Plymouth Airport reopened do? How can you be involved in the next few months? Well, one thing that will be really, really helpful for us is to get a number of letters. We like to build as many letters as possible from both private persons and businesses that talk to your personal experiences or your business experience of how you used to use the airport in the past, how the benefits were for you, and how you might benefit from or see yourselves using the airport in the future as a general and business aviation airport. For example, there'll be a flying school there. There would be private air taxi services, private business aircraft would be moving in and out, and there'll be benefits for Plymouth of various services like the emergency services, and the economic investment and economic growth that would come as a result. So it'd be really good to get a number of letters written to FlyPlymouth saying we've seen your plans, we know what you're trying to do here, we really support that, we support local council policy, this is how we used to use the airport, this is how we believe we would be using it in the future, and we'd be very keen to see it reopened on that basis. There'll be more information we'll be sending out in an email and on social media over the coming weeks, and so do look out for that, and we'll be talking about that as well at our public meeting, which is our next quarterly public meeting falls on Tuesday evening, which is Tuesday 27th of June, and that will be held at the Future Inn in Derriford at 6:15, and it usually lasts for about an hour. We look forward to seeing you there, and we'll be updating you on the news, and also we usually have a question and answer time where people can ask any questions they have. So really that's it. There's a good process at place, local council policy is set, there's an airport operator in waiting, namely ourselves, there's a robust business plan and business case in place, together with full private funding that's needed to deliver that without any local authority spending or any national government spending in support of local policy. So we're in good shape, but if you can help us with your letters and just keep an eye out for communications over the next few weeks, that'd be incredibly helpful. Thank you very much.